Okay. What's happening, y'all? I'm beat up, so I'm gonna be very disrespectful, cause I'm too tired to filter myself. Probably no cussing. Hopefully, possibly, perhaps. Uh, if you can look at the title of what I'm about to say, some guys think their game is immaculate. You know, every now and then I talk about game or guys in game. And one of the reasons, because I had my point of view when they had the quote unquote educated lame, versus uh, debate, whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, I get tired of hearing guys who sound half retarded talk about their game. I got the mouthpiece, and if I got the mouthpiece, it's all about how I talk to the women and how I got the women, and the women love me, and the women. You can't even spell UPS. What's up, Latrell? What's up, K Dot? You know what I'm saying? You can't even spell the alphabet correctly, but you swear that you got game. I'm tired. Like, y'all think y'all game is immaculate. No, you're dumb. What's up, Marty? A lot of guys who I ain't gonna say a lot. There's a section of guys who are talking about they got game. You're stupid. You got a negative IQ. What's up, Mr. Moore? You actually think you got game because a girl told you you got game because she was playing you. Oh, but you ain't think about that part. She just fed your retarded ego. Well, she says I got game because I talk to him. I spit at him. I tell him what they want to hear. You can't even order from McDonald's without stuttering. Well, how you telling women what they want to hear? Oh, come on. Technical difficulties again? Man, I hate this. You know what? Press one if you can hear me before I keep going. You know, tell me if just press one if you can hear me before I keep going because 18 people in here. So it shows the mic's working on my end, and so I'm trying to figure this out. Man, can I get anything? Can I get a one, a negative one, or something? Okay, it pops up. Okay, okay, appreciate it, y'all. Ray, what's going on? Okay, so I'm hopefully I'm looking at the mic, so it's gonna work. Appreciate it, all y'all. So I gotta just get straight to the point. Look, some of you guys don't have game. A lonely girl chose you, or you knew how to peep an insecure chick. You knew how to peep out a lonely chick. That your game was peeping out somebody who was desperate. That ain't game. That's scavenging. So your game is not immaculate. Your scavenging may be immaculate, but your game is not. Gotcha, Marty. Get tired of this. The women love me. You know what I'm saying? Listen, no, they don't. The same guys who keep living and dying off of they have game. How come y'all can't keep a woman? Not forget the millions and millions of women you say you keep getting. You can't keep one. You can't. You got game, but you can't get a bottom chick. You ain't got a woman that's been with you for year after year after year after year after year, even though you got game and you can get other women. If you got game, you would have women 24/7. But no, y'all act like I got a mouthpiece. Listen, man. And shout out to the Godfather Kevin Samuels because another person was dissing him and talking sideways about him and talking sideways about what they thought he was talking about with being a high value man. Listen, 9 out of 10 men are not high value men. There you go. Nobody said you was no value. It didn't go from high value to no value. It's not. It's more than 2 categories. Okay, you can be valuable, and the reason I gotta preface that and say that is because some of you guys who have little to no value, you think you got game. You ain't. You're not productive as a man. Period. But you think, but I got game. No, you don't have game. Because if you had game, you have enough game to take care of yourself. See, that's actually part of having game. Having game is to have to be taking care of yourself well enough that somebody want to get down with you. You don't have game because you want to talk yourself into somebody else's life who you need them to help take care of you. That's not game. That is not game whatsoever. That's mooching. That's being a leech. Is this about player shaming men? No, it's not about player shaming men into a fake relationship. It's about calling out the fake players who keep saying that they players. Too many people out here talking about they players and they don't have no stats to show for it. You a player, but what? Oh, I got him. Look, man, we all had friends and family members who said that they was players, who said that they had game, and you never seen them with a chick ever. You never seen them hollering at people ever. They told you a nice story, and you like, all right, yeah. And it was the other one at the other one at no, 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 no. Mugs got pictures off of the internet from somebody else, got somebody else pictures from somebody else's phone that they send them pictures. Like, oh, look at this new chick. See, it's a lot of guys riding the coattails of actual guys who got game. It's a lot of guys riding the coattails of actual players. So no, some of y'all game is not immaculate. It's sideways. What's up, Jana? Beefy, what's happening? Beefy, thanks, fam. Oh, he got the roll tide out. You know what time of year it is. Oh, Lord. But LSU can't do it twice. I know that. But this is what's going on. This is where people are, want to say, I got my game is immaculate. Listen, I know somebody who got game. We never saw you. I didn't. I was supposed to put them up for y'all. I'm supposed to put my woman up. That what I'm supposed to do? When I'm talking to other women, I'm supposed to put them up. I didn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know what? You know what? Since you in there, won't you put your woman up there, Mr. Punisher? you know. Oh man. I was let go, man. Hey, find another place. Yes, good imperfection. I'm glad you got another job offer. It becomes problematic because some guys saying what this is what their game is. Look, I'm gonna holler at a thought. I got game. She's a thought. What do you mean? How you got game hollering at a thought? I don't understand. That's what she do. What's up, Franklin? Thanks, fam. If you can holler at a thought, everybody can holler at a thought. Just let's go. Oh snap! I hear you. I put up half the picture. I ain't gonna put up her face and all that. She don't want to be known like that. I can put up the from neck down. If you good with that? From neck down is what y'all will see. Yeah, we good with that? What's up, Tony? But This is what's going on. This is what's popping. You know, you want to holler at a thought, but you that's game. Some guys, they used to trick off and holler at strippers. Oh, used to pay strippers. That's game. Man, thanks, Tony. That's not game. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I'm gonna get into this because some people swear their game is immaculate. Don't say other guys are tricking and simping when your quote unquote game in your mouthpiece is tricking and simping. Don't think guys don't know the difference. If you out here trying to pay for a girl to have sex with you on the low, I got 50, I got 100. You out here only fansing it up. You know what I'm saying? Used to being back paging it up. I forget what the site is now. You're gonna put up 2-3 roses. Oh, I ain't tricking, I'm a player, I got game. No, you actually are a trick. You actually are out here simping. But you got game. Well, I can get one, I can get this one, I can get that one. Listen, understand the difference between, because part of having quote unquote game is being able to holler at somebody that's quote unquote out of your league. You know, yeah, I mean, yeah, Levi, I don't understand. A lot of cats salty about Uncle Kev, but Kevin just saying what it is. Yeah, I've heard that, man. I don't know what's going on with the glitch. I really don't. But a lot of guys tripping. You know, a lot of guys not high value themselves, and they mad at people who are high value. He didn't even bring high value guys along. He's just letting women talk and not guys getting in their feelings. But the guys I'm tripping about is the guys who like, forget them dudes who quote unquote high value. I got game. Listen, the fact that your response is you got game lets me know you don't have game. Your game is not immaculate because truth be told, if you're a real player, you're a real pimp, you got game. You know what rule number one is about game? Money. Big bank take little bank is actually part of having that game. That's what that is. If you got part of the game is getting your paper. You get your paper up. That's that you in the game. But guys seem to forget about that. See, guys who just say, "Oh, I want to talk," right? You don't have to exactly. But part of having game with your mouthpiece is being able to talk to women, quote unquote, out of your league. Being able to talk to women when you quote unquote don't look your best. Being able to talk to women in circumstances that make you, she's going to a good event. You look like you going to work out or cut some grass, but you can still talk to her. You can talk to a woman in an environment that you're not accustomed to. You can get a woman who's in a different social circle than you. Not just class, but different social circles. She does things that you don't do. You don't speak her language. She don't speak your language. But you got game enough to find a way to find common ground to have a conversation and then pull off of that. A lot of these guys swear that my game is tight. Uh-oh. I can holler at everybody. Just because you can holler at people don't mean that they respond to you. Yeah, most men approach women. Just because you can approach a woman don't mean you could get her. That's what's going on. Okay. What's up, Big Willie? Brian, what's happening? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. What's up, Big Poke Dog? Thanks, man. You know, I talk to a lot of women. Talking to and actually getting with is two different things. You could talk to 10 women and get rejected. See, guys who got game understand this. I talked to 10 women. I got rejected by 7 of them, but I got 3 right now. You know what I'm saying? That's part of having game. It's not, did you close? Not did you speak? And you could tell guys who can't close because they can't talk in real life. If you see a person who swear that they got game, but they talk like they can't communicate with a normal human being, they don't have game. You got to be able to express yourself, to be able to communicate. You can't be stuttering and stammering and don't make no sense. Okay. So this is what's crazy about it. You know what? So now I got to get to the meat of this conversation. Don't get mad at a guy that got more game in life than you. What's up, Iman? If a guy got more game in life than you don't get mad. You don't become a hater as a response. That's not, that's actually what a player hate is. He's winning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw shots at him. I'm gonna disrespect him. What's up, Super? Yeah, I keep hearing that the stream keeps doing that. I do not know what the is going on. But you know what? I got ways around this kind of stuff. It, I ain't talking about. I'm talking about guys lying about them having game. I got game. You ain't got. Listen, man. This guys with 14 baby mamas ducking child support right now, talking about they got game. You know what I'm saying? Cool, Marty. Is it coffee is for closers? uh, this is where we at in speaking about men in general. If you don't have certain things going for yourself, you don't need, you shouldn't even be worried about game. See, first and foremost, before you have game, you got to have your life in order. If you think you got game and you don't have your life in order, you're an idiot. You're just a scam artist. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to scam. You a slick talker. And a lot of people who are quote unquote slick talkers are normally people who think they're smarter than they are and they happen to be dumb. So getting back to, you know, people thinking their game is immaculate, it's not. It's not. Because if you got game and your game is immaculate, you are the person who dump people. You don't get dumped. This is where we at with it. You know, if you're the person who got game, and see this is very telling. When guys swear they got a lot of chicks, how much does having all those chicks cost? It's just part of the discussion. You know what, Punisher? You know what? I'm tired of this shit. Hold up. Let me see if I can do this right. Let me see if I can do this right because I'm on my dang on phone. Uh, no, no, no. Uh, you lucky. You lucky. You lucky. You lucky. I'm trying over here. I was gonna get you, Punisher, but I can't. Let me see if I can put that on. Okay. But is it so now I gotta get back at it, you know. This is where, things go left and go wrong, right? It's gonna cost you to be a player. It's gonna cost you to have multiple women. So when you hear guys talk about have the game is to get as many as women as you can, but at the same time be as cheap as possible. Listen, there's only gonna be you can't pull that off for an extended period of time. You can't pull that off for a short period of time. Yeah, I want to be out with Shady. What's up? What's up, Dion? Like, you can't pull that off. Oh, I got game. So I got like 5 chicks. And so what we doing is, I'm keeping it real, real low. I'm taking this one out for tea. I'm taking this one out for a walk in the park. I'm taking this one out for coffee. I'm taking this one out for donuts. Woo, look at that. And first of all, you wasted a gang of time doing absolutely nothing. Because see, this is part of quote unquote people's immaculate stupid game. You trying to you basically try if you got game like that in what is your end game? How you gonna have game without an end game is what I'm getting at. You got game but no real end game. So, and the reason I'm saying is because guess what? If the end game is to get sex, you could say that up front and stop wasting both of y'all time. See, that's game for the people with immaculate trifling game. If you want sex, say you want sex. We're grown. I'm 40 years old. I already know this. Women 30 and up, half of them want sex and they don't want relationships. Guess what? Why you don't really need to have game for that. Listen, you know what? You look good. I really just want to test that out. I want to see what it's like. Every woman ain't gonna give you a yes, but I can guarantee you, if you go to 10, you gonna get about 3 or 4 that's gonna say, okay, I'm good with it. But this bullshit about, I could spit. No, you can't. Because if sex is your end game, guess what? You could have that's easy to say. You ain't pimping out here. Your end game is not to send a chick out on a track, you know, and have her bringing back money to you. That ain't 99% of men's end game. That ain't it. Because 99% of men ain't pimps, and we ain't got the capacity to be pimps, and we just talking like we pimps. There's only 1% pimps out here. Everybody else is slacking on they pimping. Let's just be honest about that. So now, you got game. It's immaculate. But you can't even say you want sex when sex is what you want. And I might be, projecting on some people. There are some guys who can say that. But the vast majority of guys who say they got game cannot say that they want to have sex up front. They can't. This is why some of y'all think y'all game is dirty macking, selling chicks hopes and dreams, lying to people left and right. You ain't even got to do all that. Does lying work? Absolutely it does. But lying ain't game. Lying is lying. That's stupid. Man, do that. Do that. Get that. Get them multiple streams of income, fam. Do that. Do that. It's a mode too. And they don't even know how to be any kind of mode. And it's funny because, like, you got guys out here who what they saying that their game is that they're side dudes. You know what? I'm you know what? I'm with somebody else woman on the side. For the guys who do that, you definitely don't have game. She do. You think you got game because you a side dude. she got an old man, but I'm saying, he can't do it like me. Well, if he can't do it like you, how come she never left him for you? The same reason that if you got a main chick, you don't leave her for the side chick, because she ain't really hitting on much. She's something fun to do on the side. Change your pace. But she not better than the main chick. So if you a side dude, you're not better than the main dude. So actually, how can I say this gently? He said you wear Gucci and Jordans, but he had Taco Bell. you know, you a side dude swearing to God that you got game. When he go to work, I'm sliding through. Listen, listen, listen. Don't be one of those guys. You going over another man's house thinking you got game. If you got game, she should be able to slide through your house. Because I've seen dudes pull this stunt. I got game because, you know what I'm saying, I'm at her house banging her back out while her man gone. Why? So you mean to tell me she got you to get out of your bed, if you got a job, not go to your job, not put money in your pocket, drive to where she stay, creep and sneak around and sneak out, you know, and sneak out and cover your tracks so you can sneak back another day. That's game. Are you kidding me? If you got game, leave your sneakers there. I'm gonna leave, you know what? I'm gonna leave my flip-flops in the kitchen for when I come tomorrow. Nah, you ain't gonna do that. Cause you really don't want no problems like that. What's up, Archie? Your game is immaculate. No, your game ain't immaculate. I'm an alpha man because I could take your chick from you. Listen, taking a chick don't make you alpha. If I take your food, that's alpha. If I take your chick, that's knocking your chick. That's what that is. I got your chick. Okay. I got your food. What's more important? Like, but I got game. No, y'all don't. Like, this is where some guys just kind of don't get. You don't get things. Uh, uh, um, you don't get the proper context about the game you think you got. You mean you don't go out and buy clothes and get fly. Let me rewind that. What's up, Vic? If your game is immaculate, then you got immaculate game. But if your game is scavenging, then you got scavenge game. That's what this is about, Vic. You know, he didn't give up his cornbread. This is where people are at. Like, you're supposed to, present yourself well. So, but if you one of them people, you trying to get, you got an image of a player. Here's the thing. If you decided to pay to be the image of a player, are you representing what a player is, or are you just wearing a player's uniform? Because see, a lot of guys out here are putting on a player's uniform and putting on a player who got game uniform, and you don't have game in you, and you don't spit no real game. You just wear what you think the players wear. You just like the guys out here who got tatted up, wanting to look thuggish, but people could tell you as soft as Charmin toilet tissue. You want to, I want to look like the role, but I'm not really gonna be that. Because Truth be told, if you got game, some of y'all wouldn't be. Listen, if a chick leaves, you shouldn't be upset. You got game. See, some of y'all, for one, if a chick leaves you, you got people to replace her. You know what I'm saying? I don't chase them, I replace them. Huh? But here's the thing. Some of y'all so caught up in the chase, you think chasing is game. I'm chasing chicks. Oh man, I'm chasing this one, I'm chasing that one, I'm chasing this one, I'm chasing. No, 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 no. Chasing is not game. Running behind somebody else, woman, is not game. As a matter of fact, let me rewind this a little bit. It's 2020. We went through a whole epidemic. Some of you guys who swear that y'all got immaculate game, y'all didn't talk to the finest chick in the room at the events that you went to already. Why is that? She had the body, she had the face, she had the femininity, she had the nice dress on, she walked in those heels, she was killing it, and she was single and you knew it. Why you ain't hollered in? What's up, Cheryl? See, you swear you got immaculate game, but y'all got some of you fake guys out here with game, because that's who I'm talking to specifically. You want to talk to the chick who got a thick body wearing tights and a t-shirt in a grocery store. See, you don't want to talk to the chick that look amazing and immaculate at a concert. You know, at an adult, like at a jazz club, at a lounge. You don't want to talk to her at a wine bar. You don't want to talk to her. Girls out, when they out for brunch and they looking fly in the morning, you don't want to talk to her. Oh yeah, I get that. I put quarantine aside. I know prior to the quarantine, I'm talking about Vic. I get that. Y'all, I can holler at anybody. No, you don't. Stop lying. Because everywhere we've been, we've seen fine women. You ain't hollered at them though. You ain't you ain't. Let me talk to you, because see, and one of these things is they got game like, oh snap, Marsha. So now it's one of those things where you know it's easy to talk to somebody at a nightclub drunk because you drunk too. What are you saying when you sober? Who you picking when you sober? And let me reiterate something about these fake players with their immaculate game. I do know this. Y'all don't want to admit y'all game has a stereotype. See, you gonna talk to the fat chick because she got a stereotype. Overweight chick, she lonely, she horny, she probably gonna give you head and possibly give you money because don't nobody want her because she too big. But you talking to her. She on your team because you got game. Single mother. She lonely. She, haven't been with a man in a while because she got too many kids. You saw her out. You saw she was fine, but you could tell she was lonely. So you hollered at her because you can't. You know what? She know you ain't gonna stay. She don't want you to stay. So guess what? I got game because I got a fat chick and a single mother on my team. I got two people that know, what I'm saying, that I'm not necessarily gonna be with them and they're not gonna want me. Then you got Miss Strong Independent Woman. She could be attractive, she could be unattractive. But at the end, you know the rhetoric. I got my own house. I got my own car. I don't need a man unless he just coming to drop off that thing. So you peep that out. You talk to her too. This is how y'all cats with game swear y'all building a team. So now you got fat chick, baby mama chick, single mother rather, and then you got Miss Strong and Independent. Oh yeah, and let's not forget Thought, pseudo slash stripper. You know, this sexually liberated girl who just you saw her because she was just hypersexual when you seen her. Oh yeah, I get it, Cheryl. I get alone and I get all that, but I'm talking about what was going down. So that's your game. Now it's immaculate. Now you got that's your roster. But here's the thing about your roster. What about the girl you actually want? The one that's actually fine. The one that actually handle her business. The one that actually don't have the hangups and issues that you can take advantage of with the groups of women that you've been chasing, that you quote unquote got game for getting. What about her? What's up, Paul? What about the chick that you really want? How come you can't pull her? What about her friends that you like, man? You know what? If I can't get her, I need to get with. What about them? Why you can't get them? See, you swear the game is immaculate, but when the girl that you want don't want you, and the girlfriends that rock with her don't want you, the type of women that you want don't want you, then that means you don't really have game like that. When all you could get is the type of women that you know need a fix. That's who. Oh, she need a fix. Oh, we check. you know that's what this is about. You know who need a fix, but what about the chicks that a whole out? What do I mean by the chicks that a whole out? What about the chicks that do the delayed gratification thing? See, the chicks that you really want, the ones that you be like, ah, man, she ain't gonna let me just run that game on her. See, the one thing about having game is predicated on not being real. When it's time to be real, you coming up short. See, who really have game is the guys who don't mind being real, who don't mind putting themselves out on, you know what? This is what I want. Even if it's sex, this is what I want. Look, I really want you. Even the guy, look, I'm willing to tell these people, I want you. That's who I want. Or the ones who quote unquote got that game where they can get to polygamy. I want you and you, and this is why. What's up, Rashawn? This is why. Because they could be real, like, hey, this is what it is. If you can rock with it, come along. If you can't, I understand. Guys with this fake game is too sensitive. Yeah, if all else fails, become the victim. You know, it's not. This is not. This is not a hustle because the same women can, like, even the women that could say they don't like, when they were younger they dated bad boys. How is it that women who were younger dated bad boys and they're so attracted to bad boys? You still see the quote unquote women in their 20s and 30s and even 40s doing it, right? And these the same dudes who are quote unquote the bad boys swear up and down that they got more game than everybody else, but these chicks always complaining about it. See, let me explain something for you guys out here faking it. Some of you guys are being dysfunctional, you know, because that's who you are. And some of you guys are being dysfunctional on purpose because women are attracted to dysfunction. That ain't game. What's up, Kane? What's up, Mike? What's up, True? Yeah, man, they've been telling me that it's going in and out. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm betting, YouTube wants you to go live again, so I'm gonna have to just go live again on the YouTube app, which I don't mind, but I'll try that tomorrow. Itchy scratching. This is where this you gonna be dysfunctional on purpose as game. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I got tattoos on a motorcycle. You said, I smoke weed. I'm an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's game. No, fool. That's not game. I'm loud and ignorant. Ooh, she attracted to that. You mean to tell me you gonna act a damn fool to get attention? You playing your damn self. If that ain't who you are naturally, and you acting like that, because I know plenty of guys who do that act. And with some of y'all act like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let me explain what I'm talking about if you don't understand. You the guy who say you an alpha in public, but you retarded behind the scenes in private? Yeah, that dude. You DMX in public, but you Drake in private. I'm your man, you that dude. Hemming and hawing and whining and crying when the doors is closed, but in public, y'all kill everybody. I kill everybody moving. Shut up. That's not game. You went out in public acting hard, and your girl that you quote unquote got game on realize you softer than a mouth. It's not game. But you swear your game is impeccable. I'm gonna tell you how somebody game is impeccable. When you with a chick and your chick is with you, and she's staring off in the distance at another man, he got game. Because he might not even know she looking. He might can feel it, but he don't even know. That's game. For you guys, if you with your woman, with a woman, this is when you got game. When you the dude that other chicks is looking at, whether they with somebody or not. That's when you know you got game because they choosing you and you don't even know. You just showed up and people choosing you. But see, here's where some guys get it twisted. Stop going to the bottom barrel places, getting chose by bottom barrel chicks, talking about you got game. You want to go to the hole in the wall and be the best dressed flies dude in the hole in the wall. They've been choosing on me. If you don't get out of here with that, everybody know what that is. You got confidence because you can bag the bottom barrel chicks. But see, you won't show up to the other places where the men ain't bottom barrel and the women ain't bottom barrel. You ain't gonna show up there. That's what you avoid. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about playing around. But your game is impeccable, right? And the crazy part about it is the reason, this is why some guys work out. They don't need game because they're in shape. See, there's a lot of guys who got game, who saying they got game right now, who really are just out of shape players dumpster diving. See, the game that I had don't work no more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna level down a few pegs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pull them. Because when guys getting mad about, this is why with men saying, you could be high value at an older age. If you get your stuff together, you start growing, you start making money, not just making money, but you start being a winner. People want to roll with a winner. So guys could bounce back. You could become a winner at an older age if you got the mind. But see, some of these guys was a winner and they passed and they fell off. And they know they can't pull in the winning circle no more. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go a few pegs lower because they don't know what a winner really is yet. And I'm gonna be a king down there. Yeah, and fella, yeah, exactly. Living like concubine. But this is what it is. Like if you got game, okay, show me, right? Because a lot of what goes on is let me be honest about this, as honest as I can. Because I don't want to just throw y'all completely under the bus because I've disrespected you a lot. The fake players with a fake game is who I'm talking to. 9 times out of 10, when somebody says, I know what I want, I know what I like, I know my type, right? If you a guy and you actively pursuing women, you gonna pursue your type. You know what you like. You gonna pursue that. When you see it, you own it. But see, you gotta get to that place if you quote unquote got game that you know what your type is because you have had to approach and date and be in relationships and good settings with these people. You know what? I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? It's hard out here for a pimp. See, you gotta know what your body type is. You gotta know what type of demeanor that you like the best. And you gotta know for what purpose. See, a lot of times guys want this saying they got game and they picking dysfunctional chicks because they know one thing about dysfunctional chicks. And when I say dysfunctional, it's the whole thing. Overweight, daddy issues, mean spirited, tattooed up, want to be a corporate but want to be a stripper. They dysfunctional. Feminists, they all dysfunctional. They know one thing about that. Dysfunctional chicks are extremely horny because they're so riled up all the time. That's what that's about. See, if you think you got game with dysfunctional chicks, how come you don't have that same game with functional chicks? See, that's where, that's how you know you got it all across the board. If you only got you got game in a dumpster, but you don't got game in a ballroom. How did that happen? Forget the dumpster. You got game in a club or a strip club, but you don't got game at a ballroom, at a jazz club, at a wine tasting. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Some of you got, some of the guys, some of the guys don't know female nature because you ain't talked to enough women to know. You ain't been with enough women to know what female nature is. Just be honest. You ain't had enough. You ain't had enough conversations with women. You haven't seen them operate. You actually haven't seen. You've seen the hypocrisy of saying one thing and doing another. That's the female nature. I want a good guy, but I'm dating a bad guy. That's female nature. You know what I'm saying? That's part of it, but that ain't the totality of it. It's just not. Even the most, and this is what I'm about to say about quote unquote female nature. When you deal with women who act like they don't need men in their lives, even those women long for men. They're being rebellious. And when the rebelliousness doesn't work, then they have a breakdown. More times than not, a mental breakdown. That's also those types of women's nature. Appreciate it, fam. You know, I'm trying my best here, trying my best, pimp. But this is what's going on. You don't have game like that. Cause I've listen, I've went places and I've went places and hollered at people, and I've been places and been a fly on the wall just to see. And I've done that in the quote unquote um hole in the walls, and I've done that in the exquisite type places. I've been there talking and hollering, and I've been, and getting with people actually, and I've been there just watching. And I've watched this so many times that I know the difference. I know the difference between a guy who's comfortable in one environment and uncomfortable in another. See, there are a few guys who are comfortable in most settings. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you the type of guys that are comfortable in most settings. 9 times out of 10 is guys who are probably soldiers. That type of mentality is comfortable in all settings. A soldier mentality can be in the muck or in the exquisite place. Because if you notice, that's how soldiers are trained. They know how to get down and dirty, and they know how to get super clean. A lot of other people can't do that. A lot of people want you got game. Listen, if women really like you like that, women of all races are gonna try to holler at you. All types of women are gonna talk to you. Women of all races, all ethnicities, all ages. That's when you know you got game. Or you got not even game, sway with women. That's when you got their attention. When you get them from fine to overweight and ugly. And here's the thing. If you got once you know you got sway with women, if you really got game, like some of y'all think y'all do, the one thing you don't do, you don't disrespect the women that like you that you don't want to get with. And you don't super respect or be over the top and put on a pedestal the women that you really like. You treat them all with respect. You don't just I'm gonna use this one. You don't do all that. Because one thing you would know about women if you dated a lot or been with a lot of women or got game, she might do something for you because you treated her like a lady in spite this, even though you didn't want her. She might wind up hooking you up with something, giving you some information that might be pertinent to you actually coming up in life. Because see, one thing that guys don't talk about, if some of y'all don't take into consideration, we talk to certain people, they all in different occupations. See, everybody has something to offer to everybody. But if you just blowing people off or you just using people, you ruining your future with faking like you got game. Because if you got game, it ain't just about sex. You know, he said, you got the looks. He said, the redhead loved me. But I went on too much of a tangent. I'm going to get my butt out of here. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow, and I'm going to figure out this flickering thing. So peace, everybody.